Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Nixa, the Deathbringer. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. I sure am. And let's continue with Chapter 2, Man or Ghost. Something in my throat. Turn on the music. Because I always forget until halfway through the video. Was that Taladon? Elenna panted as she caught up with Tom outside the throne room. I'm not sure. Tom's heart was thumping hard. There's only one way to find out, Elenna said, nodding at the closed doors of the throne room. The guards pushed the doors open again, and Tom hurried forwards with Elenna at his side. Inside, King Hugo sat on his throne with the good wizard of Viventia, Aduro, standing beside him. But they didn't look as happy as Tom had expected. The wizard's face was pale, and King Hugo's eyes were wide with shock. His hands gripped the arms of his throne so hard that his knuckles were white. The king's courtiers stood around, whispering uneasily. Fear seized Tom. He stumbled to a halt. The figure he had seen in the corridor was kneeling in front of King Hugo. "Father," Tom asked. The man rose to his feet and turned. He was tall with a thatch of black hair, dark hair, a curling brown beard, and deep-set brown eyes. He wore a travel-stained tunic and leggings covered by a dusty black cloak. I can see why he's your father. I can see he's your father, Elenna whispered. He looks just like you will when you're grown. The man looked at Tom and held his gaze. Tom could not look away. He waited for a flood of emotions, but nothing happened. Shouldn't I be glad to see my father? He thought. Somehow this wasn't how he had imagined their first meeting to be. Taladon smiled. "My son," he said. His voice sounded rusty, as if he hadn't used it in a long time. Elenna nudged Tom. "Go on." Dazed, Tom stumbled forwards to give his father a hug, but when he tried to wrap his arms around Taladon, they passed right through him, as if his father were no more solid than a wisp of cloud. A gasp came from the king's courtiers, and Tom heard Elenna stifle a cry. Wizard Aduro whispered something to King Hugo, and the king waved a hand at his followers. Here's Tom with Can't speak today. Here's Taladon and Tom. Tom realizing that he is a, well, ghost, I guess. Leave us, King Hugo ordered. Everyone except Elderu, Tom, and Elenna. The courtiers and the guards filed out, glancing nervously at Tom and his father. Icy shivers were running through Tom's body. Taladon was looking down at him, his eyes filled with love and sadness. "What's happened?" Tom gasped. "Are you a ghost? Are you dead?" Elderu crossed the throne room to shut the doors on the last of the courtiers. Returning to King Hugo's side, he stopped beside Taladon. He raised one hand. A glittering mist flowed from his fingers and wrapped Taladon in its coils. Then it returned to Wizard Elderu and vanished. Elderu bent down his head as if he were listening. "Taladon lives," he said at last. But he is stranded between the real world and the spirit world. Taladon, has this anything to do with the ghost beasts? Taladon nodded. Ghost beasts? Tom felt more confused than ever. What are they? I have never heard of them. Sit down, Tom. Taladon pointed to a footstool at the bottom of the steps leading to the throne. Elderu and I will tell you everything. Tom bent to the footstool and sat down. Elenna fetched a second stool and sat next to him. Tom was glad she was there. Wizard Elderu swept his wand through the air. White fire flared out of it and formed a glowing circle in the middle of the throne room. Keep your eyes open, keep your eyes on that, Elderu told Tom and Elenna. It will show you what has happened to Taladon. Here's Tom and Elenna sitting down and Elderu doing the spell. And the ghost beasts. Elenna asked. And the ghost beasts? Elenna asked. I thought we destroyed all the beasts in Gorgonia. Melville's most deadliest beasts have yet to be revealed to you, and they don't live in Gorgonia. Wizard Elderu told her solemnly. Excuse me. They are here, in the darkest corners of Aventia. Here? Tom exclaimed, his stomach churning. King Hugo nodded, his eyes troubled. I had hoped that they would never rise to trouble in Aventia again, he murmured. That's why we didn't tell you about them, Tom. The ghost beasts live in the Forbidden Land, Elderu went on. Tom and Elenna exchanged a startled glance. What's the Forbidden Land? Elenna asked. I've never heard of such a place. Few people in Aventia know about it, Elderu told her. A wall surrounds it to keep them out. It is dangerous to set foot there. Because of the ghost beasts? Tom said. Yes, Tom, the wizard said. They thrive on its shadows and gloom. No normal man can touch them, and they are able to cause the worst destruction imaginable. In their ghostly form, they take risks that even a normal beast would think twice about. His voice grew harder. Tom, I hope you can be brave. These are the most dangerous beasts ever. And I hope you'll join me on Thursday, Chapter 3, A New Quest. On Chapter 3, A New Quest. Well, now we're learning about the ghost beasts in the Forbidden Land. I think I said it before that this was the series that I stopped on while I was working on the other series. I think it was series 2, I believe. I think I was still on series 2 when I stopped reading the 4th series. But then I got to halfway through series 3 and noticed that I need to finish series 4. And then series 5, and you know, I don't have series 6 yet, but oh well. I always feel like I'm too close to the camera. Hopefully I'm not. And hopefully my reading is still legible, I believe it's called. I don't know, I'm not American. I was born in Germany, so English is my first language. So, hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more East Quest videos. And maybe some Great Dragon book in the future. Right? Bye-bye.